We hope for an end to that as soon as possible. We pray again for the food that we're eating today, that it will strengthen our bodies and our love for you and for each other. Amen.
Amen.
And Lion Darlene, will you start our pledge to the flag?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Marilyn, you can lead us in our singing of an anthem, please.
Fellow Lions, I would like us to honor our past Lion, David Smith, by singing God Bless America. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Beautiful. Have a seat, Lions. Gamers, do we have guests in the house today?
Oh, thank you. He's ambulatory.
No guests. No guests today. Well, we're going to have to do something about that, aren't we? Okay, don't forget to continue to ask your friends and family to come to lunch with you. Okay. Now, I just want to let you know before we get rolling here that our Happy Bucks will be happening, but they'll be happening later in the meeting after announcements today. For about 15 minutes.
Oh, I'm not doing this now?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you when.
Okay.
Okay. And I think, I heard a rumor that somebody else got caught serving. So, Lion Sharon, would you like to tell us about that?
Oh, sure.
She of the beautiful braids.
Thank you, President Cheryl, fellow Lions and guests. I got turned in this, I got serving card, and it is to go to Kids Otero. And it says for helping David Hammond with getting his lunch at club. So, Goteros, could you come up here?
There they sit.
That's you, Ken.
There they sit.
Wake him up.
Like, hello. And I think we only have one keychain, so you'll have to, oh, you got another one? So you're good, then you don't have to fight over it. Good deal. Thank you for being everyday heroes, Marnie and Ken. I also wanted to say, I want to thank all of you Lions for all the hundreds of pounds of, it felt like candy that you brought in. Good job. We still had to send a couple of Lions over to the store to get a little bit more, so we'd have enough to finish out the day, but we did. And it was a beautiful day. A gazillion kids were there and their parents. And it was just wonderful. If you helped with that event, came over to help distribute candy, or even just to sit with us and chat and talk, raise your hand. Thank you all, too, for being there. That was great. Okay, Terry, it seems like it's going pretty fast this morning.
Really fast, huh?
You want to just do your thing.
Oh, sure.
No. Keep it close up.
My thing? Ex-life as an exotic dancer. That was, well, never mind. Lion about that. Thank you, King Lion, Cheryl, fellow Lions and guests. Awards today, it's award day. There's not a lot of us, a lot of them here, but at any rate, we'll give them out anyway. We'll get the one that's really easy right now. For Rookie Lion of the month, for the month of, what was it, September, is Carol Scott. Since she's up here for being in the club with Jay and Shannon and all these other people.
All right, Carol.
Thank you too much.
Well deserved.
Thank you for bringing people in. You can get in here too.
Stand up, Carol.
Want to use the box?
One more picture?
Please.
Please.
There you go.
Please.
Thank
All
you.
right.
All right. The next one, the Unsung Lion of the Month. I believe she just came in the door, so I can hand that out too. So at any rate, the Unsung Lion is a gal that has put in a lot of time on various programs that we do all the time, plus coming back here to the meetings. So for Pat Fulton, Unsung Lion. You have to come all the way back there. All the people I picked is all the way back there.
Because it's the best place to sit.
What did you get it for? For being sweet,
Pat.
being nice.
Stand by so I get a
Oh,
picture.
you gotta come further back here. She's from Walla Walla. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Ooh, been there, done that.
I've been there too. I used to live there.
Yeah.
Walla Walla?
Walla Walla.
Behind bars?
Just down the street from it, yeah. I was in the outbuilding. At any rate, and then for the Lion of the Month, who's not here right now, but for all the programs he did for the month of September, Ryan Littlefield, we thank him for that. So that's
I'll just
that.
take a picture of that,
We'll take a picture of it so you'll
so I
know,
can at least post it.
so you know who it is. All right,
He'll even get the signature of the secretary by the time he gets back.
yeah, and we, plus you guys didn't get it signed by Leroy, so if you bring your certificates back one of these years, Leroy will send it or else. It works just the same without his signature. You can sign it for him. And anyway, that's the awards per se. I had one here for Cindy Ward, who said that she would be back here this week, so I could finally give her one from 2 years ago. Or maybe it was just 2 months ago. But anyway. And that's it, I think. Outside of the fact that when I was in the program, it was always a bunch of scary people were going to be here for the program, which I didn't think these people were too scary. But at any rate, I did, in my younger days, I did date a witch. But it was only for a spell.
Yay, okay, all right, who can top that? Okay, Tamers, back at the table. Do you want to let a little sunshine in, or do we have any cards or anything like that today? No cards today? All right, well, things must be going pretty good, but don't forget to check on your sometimes ill and sometimes not feeling well friends and neighbors and fellow Lions. So. Okay, then we're rolling into the announcements. This could be a short, sweet meeting, hey? All right, don't forget, please, board members, there will be a board meeting on Thursday the 9th at Cascade Title, just like always. Board members, please be there so we get a quorum. Lions, visitors are always welcome. People in this club are welcome to sit in on any board meeting. So if you want to get up and trek down to Cascade Title and be there at 8 o'clock in the morning, we'd be glad to have you. Even give you a cup of coffee, probably. And did you want to talk a little bit about the upcoming visitations in the next week or two?
Yeah, President Cheryl, Lions and Guests, we have a visitation tomorrow
tomorrow, if you'd like to sign up, it's for the Longview Early Birds, and that's going to be at 6 p.m. at the Canterbury Inn.
That's
on the
early?
3rd. And you can buy
6
dinner there if
p.m.?
you like. So if you want to sign up for tuning back here. And then Monday, the 6th, we're going to be at the Kelso Lions doing a visitation. That's at 11:30. That's it.
Are you done? Okay. I'm writing a note here to myself because, I don't trust my brain. Thanks. Okay, Bob Piper,
We have a guest.
oh, we have a guest.
Yes.
Who came in? Who's here? Here. Oh, Spencer brought his beautiful bride, I think. I hope that's his bride.
Cheryl, fellow
Way to
Lions.
go,
Are there any
Rachel.
other guests? No, just the one? Our one guest today is my wife, Lauren. She's not in costume, no, I'm in costume, but she's not, so.
Welcome,
It doesn't
Lauren.
make sense. You
We're-
can't tell it's a costume because she's not in hers.
Okay.
I don't just wear leather jackets.
What are you, Sonny and Cher?
Not
Okay.
one word.
Not one word, okay. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Bob Piper, you wanna, is there anything you wanna say about wrapping up all of our summer, fall fundraising activity? And maybe you get a little bit of breather for a while here, and then let us know what's coming up next.
Almost. Yeah, we had a good year with Common Core. Excuse me, President Cheryl, fellow Lions, yes. Thanks a lot. Yeah, we had a good year with Carmel Corn and the wagon. I appreciate all the help we had. I don't know what else to say other than we've still got one more session up in Castle Rock on December 9th. So keep that in mind. We also have a Breakfast with Santa pancake feed that we help with on December 9th. So that will be a long day for us because breakfast starts at 7 o'clock.
Zero dark 30.
Yeah, and Castle Rock gets done about 7:30, so
Yeah.
it's a 12-hour day. But other than that, things are going good. I am going to have a small, short meeting over at the shop Thursday at 2 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, you're right, 1 o'clock. Yeah, I should have written it down. Just to discuss how we want to redecorate and refurbish the ice cream wagon, because it's showing some age and needs to be spruced up. So I get some ideas and thoughts on that for a work party later. Anything else? That's it. Thank you.
Thanks, Bob. And all you Lions who turned out all of during our silly season to help get the work done, thank you. Thank you all. You are wonderful. Yeah, get yourself a hand. That's right. Okay. Where are we here? Okay, how about Marilyn? Marilyn's got a couple things to share with us, I think.
President Cheryl, fellow Lions and guests, I have quite a few things here. Something I'd like to share. For our education and scholarships, we donate, as most of you know, $4,000 to the Lower Columbia, why am I not getting it together here?
Are you related to Steve?
Lower Columbia College Foundation. And this funds go to the scholarships for those two recipients. All I wanted to say was that we received a thank you letter for each one of the scholarships, and that is Oscar Lemire and a Frank Brown scholarship. From Sheila Bergen, thank you for your support. So I just wanted to share that with you today. And then I was asked if I'd give us some updates on convention. Our spring convention is earlier this year. It's March 1st and 2nd, and that is going to be held in Olympia at Hotel Olympia at Capitol Lake. which isn't too far for us. And the committee, we met with the past district governors yesterday up in Inland, or actually in Tacoma, and from our blend of District C and District G, so it was kind of neat. But the convention chair was there, and they shared some information about this convention. And what I came away with the most is this is a big voting year. We not only will have 2 candidates for a second vice district governor for our now District N, and we will be needing to also confirm the 2 people who are already into this stepping up district governor program. So we will have to be voting for our next year's district governor, our next year's first vice district governor, and again, 2 candidates have entered their names for the next position after that. So that's one thing. And then another very important thing is we have 2 candidates for our international director, and you have met both of them. And Mark Manzel, one of them, Dr. Mark was here last week, I believe. And we also have past council chair J.D. Neller, who is out of Vancouver. He is a Vancouver Lion. And so with the 2 of them running, who are both my favorite leaders, so it's real challenging for me. But, you know, very important, we need to vote on that. And our club has several delegates. So what I would encourage you to do is to put this on your calendar, March 1st and 2nd. And depending on our membership numbers, we get a vote for per 10 members. So generally, we have anywhere from 15 to 17 delegate votes, which is very important. We do not need to endorse either one of them at this level. So our voting will be individual. So I want you to be sure to know that. We do not need to say, I'm going to vote for this one or that one. They will present themselves at that convention, also giving us opportunity. March 1st and 2nd, Hotel Olympia, which used to be a Red Lion. Do you have any questions on that for now? Yes, Ken? I don't believe so. I'm not. Now, Mark isn't asking for our vote. He sent out some letters, so I could share his flyer with you. A forum to speak. I would have to ask the convention chairs. Yeah, I don't have anything to do with it. Okay. They will have to do something to, yeah, it'll probably be in the morning session at the convention. They'll come. I'll take that to the convention chair and see what's going to go on. Okay. Sharon?
Do we know how much the price is for the registration for the conference?
I think it's going to run just the registration itself, $35. And that will include opportunity to be a voter. Yes, Mike?
Jan Weatherly said yesterday 35 was the late fee.
Oh, then it might be
It was 25.
early. They're just now, getting all of those things figured out, so it's going to take a little while. But what is it? 5 months away. That's pretty fast. So we need to be ready. Actually, it's about 5 months, 4 or 5. So with that, I also want to point out we are in March instead of May for our district. And then in May, the transition this last year with becoming 5 districts instead of 9 has also provided opportunity to move our multiple district convention back to May. For those of you that are newer members, we used to have 2 conventions, one in the spring for multiple district and one in the fall. And a few years ago, I don't remember what year, they decided to have 1 convention. And so it affords us a better cycle to have it in the spring. Now, when our district votes on this international director candidate, at the end of our conference, there will be only 1 candidate that is going to be moved forward, and that will be at the multiple district level, And so at that convention, we will be asked to vote again to support that candidate so that the multiple district can endorse that candidate and take it to international. So it's quite a process. And I just want to just say to all of us that it's really important that we pay attention to this. We're a big club. We have a lot of votes. So that date is May 16th?
You have a few months to get it on.
It's May 16th and 17th. It's in the USA, so you don't need a passport. But you need to drive toward Bellingham. It's in Ferndale at a casino. So I'm sure Steve's excited about a casino.
There you go.
And the theme, what's the theme, Steve? Do you remember?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I bet he does.
Horses? Off to the races. Kentucky Derby style. So that's kind of exciting. I think there'll be a dress-up time for that too. So I will share this as long as I'm talking about convention. I have posted a picture on Facebook of Steve and I sitting at the convention table, and we had some hats on. I had the flowers, and Steve had a derby. The convention chairs for this convention is the team of past district governors of 2013-14, because it's a convention that has to do with our current council chair, Steve Noble. Well, Steve was on Steve's team of district governors, so he reached out to all of his past district governors and said, I would like you to put together the convention for multiple district for me. So we were asked to sub in because the current couldn't be the convention. So we made it a lot of fun. And Steve and I did an impromptu presentation about these dates, May 16th and 17th. So we got to go up and just do a little skit. Steve gets up there, walking kind of goofy. What did you say?
Normal.
I said, Steve, what are you doing? And he said, I remember. I'm off to the races.
I'm off to the races.
Oh, you're off to the races. Are you talking about the MD-19 convention? Yes. Do we have time for this craziness?
Just about another minute, maybe.
He was off to the races, yes, and so I repeated all these dates and whatnot, and I mentioned my hat because I was getting ready for the Kentucky Derby. Anyway, it was quite a bit of fun. Mark thought it
was fun to watch.
too.
Especially the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That was good.
I'm done the show.
Okay.
Put those calendars.
Steve, I don't think there's an Oscar in your future. Okay, Greg. I think Greg has a couple of things he wanted to share with us.
President Cheryl Bell Light's guest. Quick announcements. That won't take too long.
Is Steve involved?
It was really good watching Steve and Marilyn up front. Marilyn had her hand up back of Steve's jacket so he could talk. Anyway, I made a quick announcement before the meeting. I'll make another one now. We have the 100th anniversary pins. They're over here on the table. They're $2 a piece. You just put the money with the other money that's over here. So if you want pins, you have $2 a piece. Very, very reasonable. And then the other is membership. Marilyn kind of alluded to the fact that we have a vote for every 10 members. Right now, well, up Canada, we had 14 votes. That's probably all we're going to have beginning of the year because it was the number of individuals we have in the club prior to that convention or conference. So anyway, if there's any questions on membership, do you want me to help with talking to somebody that's interested in our club? Get a hold of me. I'll be more than happy to sit down with you and that person and let them know what's going on. Thank you.
Quickie board meeting?
Excuse me?
You said something
No.
about it? No, nope, not today. Okay, good. All right, thanks very much, Greg. Cindy, I think you want to share something about scrapbooks.
Oh, here, hold on. Oh, okay, just grab it.
President Cheryl Fellow Langston guest. One is I would like to ask all of our past presidents, zone chairs, and district governors, if you have a scrapbook, please gather it and bring it to our 100th. We're going to have a display table with all of that information. And also I would like to call a 100th meeting over here because we're looking for a few committee chairs. So meet me over there after the meeting.
And the scrapbook would be the present, from your presidential year? Scrapbooks?
Scrapbooks from your presidential year, so, bring your scrapbook. Darlene, bring your scrapbook.
Marilyn?
President Cheryl, I forgot to mention, I had sent an email out to the Boys and Girls Committee, and I just need a couple minutes with them. I think I'd like to meet at this table over here with the two Johns, John Claypool and John Krazunas is here, so. Boys and Girls Committee at that table, just briefly.
Darlene, did you want to share something with us about a great idea?
President Cheryl for Alliance and Guests. I have a service project that I thought we could do, and it can be a year long. The only thing is, we have to try to collect 1,000 pounds of plastics, certain kinds of plastics. And if we can do this, our Lions group would get a bench to put on Lions Island. So I'm going to bring around a flyer for the tables. I don't have enough for everybody, but I can bring more. And I'll talk about this in just a few minutes. I don't know if I have enough.
Is she through?
So if you look on the one side that has a bench, that's the bench that we could get if we would do the 1,000 pounds. Now, at the bottom it kind of tells you the different kind of sacks and stuff that we would need. And then on the other side it also talks about some of the sacks. Now, you do not have to do this all at once or turn them in all at once. We can turn them in, like if we have 5 pounds, we can turn it in. It's just at the end of the year, we have to have a total of 1,000 pounds of these certain types of plastic. And I will bring, if I can do this again, I will bring more samples of the different kind of plastics. Like if you get stuff from Amazon, the stuff in the boxes, the plastic, those are recyclable. I got one, I ordered a little thing and it came in a plastic deal from Amazon. It's recyclable, but they just want labels off of it. So there's certain things, if you know a business that gets stuff shrink wrapped, you know, with all that is recyclable. So, I mean, I would like to have, maybe if somebody else wants to help me on this project, but I learned this through the conference in Reno because they did that at conference. People brought plastic bags and they had a bench and they donated it to the city of Reno from the conference. So it's a year project, doesn't have to be done, and but we could start. I was thinking January 1st through the end of 2024. And they will give us some collecting deals to put out in the community. I think we get 3, we get posters. And I just haven't registered yet. So I'm thinking, Christmas is coming up, you're getting stuff, you do a lot of mail stuff. I had Bob collect all the hamburger wrappers that they did at the PUD. So all that stuff that we do, that we throw away, we could put towards this for next year. So I want you guys to think about it. If you want to do it, well, I guess we'll have to vote.
So you're looking for some feedback?
Yeah. So that if you guys want to do this or not, it's just a service project. It's environmental, so you're taking stuff out of the landfill and recycling it. Okay, any questions? Spencer? I do not know. All I know is I can turn the bags in at Fred Meyer's. I've already talked to them. And supposedly Safeway is another one, and also supposedly Winco. I haven't talked to them. Yeah, but once we do this, we have to take pictures. And then I have to take the pictures, send me the pictures, and I send it on the website to them. And I can't just tell them how much we turned in that day. So, but it's just a, okay, Kim?
Looking around the room at the age of the citizens in the room, we need to prove to the world that we are up on technology. So if each one of you that have a cell phone, take a picture of the flyer. It's always on your phone and it's always in your memory. So get your cameras out and take a picture of what we're doing with this program.
Okay, so we're going to do the cleanup project then?
Yes, but not for this particular day, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Plastic tote bags, okay, check to see if they have a code on them. Then probably not. Some of the bags that we get do have a little code that says recycle on them. And those we can do. Certain plastics, I'm saying, we can do plastic, but we can't do plastic bottles. So Ziploc bags. Okay.
Okay, Darlene, could you stay after if there are more questions?
Sure.
We can move on.
Okay, Greg?
Can we just go up to the landfill and make it one day shot, get 1,000 pounds?
I don't know. It's got to be a certain kind of plastic. I don't know if I want to go through all their stuff. Yeah. So I mean, I'm just saying, if you guys want to do it, I'll give them a compliment and we can vote on it maybe in the middle of November. I mean, I don't know. It's up to the group if we want to do it or not.
Goes to the board.
Ken, did you have something? Ken, did you have something else you wanted to say?
No.
My concern, we were just sitting here talking, this is a new service project. Can we as a board, or as a club, vote on that today and tell the board this is what's going to happen?
No, the board tells us.
I don't know the answer to that.
I didn't know if we had to bring it in front of the board or not.
Yes, you do.
As a service project. So.
Well, there is an opinion floating that maybe the board should talk it over before we all decide. So,
right.
Yeah. One other thing I want to talk to you all about, Jumbo's Toy Run. Don't forget, 11/26 at probably noonish over at Kelso Elks. We have for years volunteered to direct and monitor traffic for that event, and I think we'll be doing that again this year. So you'll hear more about that in the next week or two. Rex, you're up.
President Cheryl, fellow lines and guests. I'm going to have a work party tomorrow down at the shop at 9 o'clock.
We've got to start getting all the Christmas lights out of the storage bin and into the shop and start working on Christmas lights. 9 o'clock tomorrow morning at the shop.
Great, okay. Sharon, you want to be my Halloween elf here to help me out? Okay, so for the rest of this little soiree, or the next section of it anyway, we have a few more awards to present. So I would like to give away a few things in recognition of some great Lions, many of whom have been a real inspiration to me. And I do want to say, as a disclaimer, if you don't hear your name today, if you still haven't heard your name by the end of this, it may be because you simply haven't turned up yet. Or it might be simply because I don't yet know you very well. I see that as my loss and an opportunity to make a closer friend and come to know you even better. So I look very, very much forward to working with you all in the days to come for the rest of the year. But let's start with June McDaniel, Gail Bradley, Donna Schmoyer, and Richie Wengler, who feed us every week, week in, week out, and often help feed our customers doing our projects out in the community too. So for you ladies, I have these boxes of baked beans. They're not as tasty as what we get at lunch and kind of hard to eat, but you get the idea.
Boston baked beans?
Eric Halverson, because you can't eat an Energizer battery, but I often see you all over this town. Spending energy everywhere, doing everything is your superpower. So here's an energy bar for you. Isla Huster's mission seems to be to keep us in good humor. But a good humor bar would melt before I got it here, so ho-hos it is. Here is a Little Debbie Nutty Buddy. I don't know about Little Debbie, but you don't have to be around this bunch of pioneers very long to understand why Steve Johnston is a lot of people's little bit nutty buddy. He's just a great friend.
Is he still around? Oh, there he is. Wandering around.
Here's some Chex Mix. This is for Marilyn Patterson, who always checks to make sure we're doing things the Lions way. And this jar of olives, because all of the way Rose Dickinson shows her care for Longview pioneers, stepping up to take on responsibility in her lane, of course, on our projects and tasks. And I haven't heard any plans from her to stop anytime soon. You truly have the heart of a lion, Rose. Thank you. Here's some turtles. Lloyd Williams, you may not be the speediest turtle on the track these days, but you always get the job done and hang in the race to the finish line every time. Thank you. Harold Malone, he doesn't say a lot, but he's always there when you need him. He's a truly good man who may or may not know where to find a good bar. Good bar, get it? Thanks for being an exemplary lion, Harold.
Mr. Goodbar. Just don't get
Cheerios. One of our newest members is always cheerful and over-the-top enthusiastic. Anybody know who that might be? What better recognition, David Hammond, than these Cheerios for you? Is he here? He left already? Okay, well, we'll just have to give them to him next time. Okay. And here is some double bubble gum. Walton Murray's Beck. You seldom see one of them without the other close by. So here's a box of double bubble gum to share with one another. Comics included, to share a laugh once in a while. Thanks for being on. Cinnamon Bears for Terry Woodruff. Because Terry, you aren't fiery, thank goodness, but you have just enough zip. You add so much to this club, and you always have. Thank you. We love you. Okay, what else I got there? Okay. Crunch. Steve Patterson can always be counted on to help pull us through whenever we're in a crunch of any crazy kind. He's our Captain Crunch. Okay, Rex Boswell, for all you do at Lions Island to make our Christmas season so much merrier and keeping our wonderful displays sizzling year after year, here are some bacon-flavored candy cans. For a long time, I've watched Marty Botero show up where and when she's needed. She's a peach. Everything about her rings true. Solid, authentic Lions character. So for her, peachy rings. Now, I've come to appreciate seeing Lion John Krazunas since he joined us here in Pioneers. And since where I primarily see him is almost always here at lunch, here's a pack of Lunchables for him in case he's hungry and doesn't like what's on the menu. And one more for today. A kind bar. This is truly a kind man and a great new lion in our club. A kind bar for you, Shannon Nardine. Okay, Lions. If you didn't hear your name today, your day's probably coming.
Is it my turn yet?
It is. Let's do some.
All right.
Let's do some tail twisting, happy bucks kind of stuff. All right.
And Miss Rose is actually going to speak today.
Oh.
Yes, I am. President Cheryl, fellow Lions and guests. I don't know about everybody else, but you know when the mail comes, I just kind of throw it on the counter, just kind of glance at it. You know, there was something from Cowlitz County, and I thought, oh, it must be just taxes. Well, a week or so later, I finally looked at it. It was a jury summons. You're supposed to respond within 5 days. Didn't happen. So I called the clerk. I did the thing online, and the jury summons was to start on November 27th, which Ann wasn't going to be tickled if I didn't show up on the 30th to decorate at the convention. So, or for our 100th anniversary. So the really nice clerk is going to try to defer me to December 9th. But I'm not saying it's going to happen until I have that letter in the mail that I will definitely open next time.
Oops. Okay, and you guys don't miss me too much. I'm going to be gone the next 2 weeks. You guys better watch out. You have something to say? Do you? Do you? Oh, he's going to do something just for me. Jay.
Fellow Lion, or President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, Just, and yeah, just a couple of happy bucks because we're gonna miss you for the next couple of weeks.
Speak for yourself.
Thank you. See, somebody likes me. Mama Jay's gonna miss me. Here it come, money, 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 money. Did somebody say they'd do it? Okay. Unless Sue shows up, but he will need a friend.
Yeah.
Marilyn?
President Cheryl, fellow Lions and guests, I just want to pick on Isla. Actually, it's sweet, Isla. I think you have the cutest Halloween hat, or whatever that is.
Yeah.
You sparkle.
So does Sherry. Oh, I did not. Oh. Mark, would you like to say something?
All right.
Here, can I see this? Yeah, I
Keep the vibe?
I could probably wing it for free. President Cheryl, fellow Lions and guest, singular. First Happy Quack is a very happy dollar. Those of you who have been following my journey of discovery for finding my birth family, which started a little less than 5 years ago when my sister Carrie found me. Carrie was looking for me, if you probably don't recall this, but she was trying to find paternal relatives. She was not able to, she knew that her birth father was somebody else and knew a name. Her first contact with her birth family was last week. She's now found 4 first cousins thanks to 23andMe. So it's very happy for her. I'm very happy for that as well. Similar to Isla, I won't be here next week, so you can all cheer about that one as well. I won't have notes. You can't steal them 3 times, right? Quote of the week from Stephen Covey, and then I have a bonus after that. But we immediately become more effective when we decide to change ourselves rather than asking things to change for us. The bonus, when black cats prowl and pumpkins gleam, may your luck be yours on Halloween.
Thank you, Mark. Mr. Walt.
You're a poet, you don't know it. It's being through it, though, they're long
President Cheryl, fellow Lions and guests, I just have a quick question about the board meeting. Are they still doing the breakfast buffet?
No. Coffee's about as good as it gets.
No food, no donuts, nothing.
Although if we knew you were coming, somebody could probably spring.
Right. Do you want to put your 2 cents in?
President Cheryl, fellow ladies and guests, it's supposed to start raining on, tomorrow. So I thought I'd get out of the rain. I'm heading to Arizona for a few days.
All right.
And Mark talked about cousins, I'll probably see 150 cousins when I'm down there. The other dollar, this has to do with Arizona. You all know that my mother turns 100 here shortly. Well, what's the reason for the trip? Her 3 remaining brothers and her 1 remaining sister will be down there. Some coming in, well, 1 coming in from Iowa, 1 coming in from Kansas, the other 2 live in Arizona. But yeah, she's looking forward to it, we're looking forward to it, so it'd be good to spend time with family.
Yep, great. I'm going to get Cindy real quick.
President Cheryl, fellow Lions and guests, last week I announced Jim's and my 35th anniversary, but what I failed to mention is we also have worked together for 27 years. So I'd say we've got a pretty solid marriage going on. I know the fly's sticking around. And I'm just happy the 100th is going well. And so it makes me happy, happy, happy.
All right.
So I'm happy, happy, happy. Were you raising your hand?
I was just waving.
Yeah.
Some people like it. Some people
Terry?
like it. President Cheryl Fellow's guest, this is a happy sad dollar from Jim Reineke. He's got a dental appointment today, so he couldn't be here, so that's the sad part. The happy part is we're here.
We're
He's
here.
not.
He's not. There you go.
Did I miss anybody?
Anybody else?
Dwayne, I looked up at you.
You've got a gathering as well.
There's Dwayne.
No, he's taking the whole denture out, I think.
All lions and guests. It's just great to be a Lion, to see all these smiling, happy people.
Thank you, everyone. Sorry, sweetie.
Any more out there?
Okay.
Okay, well then, let's do some ticket drawings. How about our blue ticket, 50/50 drawing? You feel lucky? Here's the number, 715-4820. Oh, Jay, all right.
Okay.
All right, Jay. Want to blow on the card? You picked one, and it is the 10 of hearts. Oh, not quite getting it done. The red ticket, 343-989. 343-989. Somebody's got it. Oh, John Christinas. Hey, John. Where would you like the money in that fund to go? White cane, he says. Good choice. All right, thank you. And, let's see, I think we have one other drawing today. A member was drawing for the end of month tag, and it has the name on it, Terry Woodruff.
Wasn't that mine last week?
I think that was his last time.
Did you take it out?
Yes, we did take it out and put it back in.
Is it back for me?
You just
Do I get to keep
don't-
it?
No, you don't get to
No,
keep
I
it.
thought, I'll give this to the club.
Okay, he's gonna give it back to the club. Okay, but you do get something for it, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I'll donate it
A free
to,
lunch?
I'll take the money to White Cane.
Thank you. Okay. So, we have, do we or do we not have any goodies today? We do have desserts, so let's hear about it.
Okay, President Cheryl from Lions guest winners for today are Shirley and Mike.
Oh, Shirley. We know who Shirley is. Mike, would that be Parker? All right.
Oh.
All right, Parker. It's-
We need more mics in this
It's
club.
another dessert. No, you don't have to bake this week, right? Okay. Before we close, here's a timely old joke. In the make the most of what you have department, a bald man with a wooden peg leg gets invited to a Halloween party. He doesn't know what costume to wear to hide his head and his wooden leg, so he writes to a costume company to explain his problem. A few days later, he receives a package with the following note. Dear sir, please find enclosed a pirate's outfit. The spotted handkerchief will cover your bald head, and with your peg leg, you'll be just right as a pirate. Very truly yours, Acme Costume Company. The man takes great offense and thinks this is terrible because they've emphasized his wooden leg. So he writes a letter of complaint. A week goes by, and he receives another parcel and a note which says, Dear sir, please find enclosed a monk's costume. The long robe will cover your leg, and with your bald head, you should really look the part. Very truly yours, Acme Costume Company. Now the man is really upset because they've gone from emphasizing his wooden leg to emphasizing his bald head. So again he writes the company another nasty letter of complaint. The next day he gets a small package and a note, which reads, Dear sir, We have tried our very best. Please find enclosed a bottle of molasses and a bag of crushed nuts. Pour the molasses over your bald head, pat on the crushed nuts, stick your wooden leg up your butt, and go as a caramel apple. Very truly yours, Acme Costume Company.